Guys, welcome back to another video. I just want to give you guys some advice. Crucial advice to help you out in these trying times. And that is, do not fall for this one simple thing. Do not fall for it. What is it, you may ask? You're probably looking, how do I make more money? How to be financially stable? How to build passive income? How to become just as rich as some of these people I follow religiously on IG and other social media platforms. Well, the minute you type that in, Google's gonna help you out. It's gonna do its research to link you up with the most prominent people that you're looking for to answer that question. And these people will reach out to you. Great, right? That's amazing. Thank you, Google. But what they fail to tell you, and what the people that are connecting to you fail to tell you, is that these people are only doing this in order to make money for themselves and not so much on you. Now, you probably already heard this MLM, it's a scam, don't believe any get rich quick schemes, but for some reason, these guys are still out there. So it still works, obviously, because they're still out there. So what I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to educate you on a couple of things on finding out how you can avoid these guys at all costs. Because again, they're still doing it. And funny enough, and good thing for you, they follow a simple script. And hell, if you're one of those guys that are, trying to get people to come on board onto a lifetime investment or an opportunity they can't refuse, hey, stay tuned. You could probably learn something to go against the script and probably work out for you. But hey, if you don't and you want to follow the script that your mentors give you, then go right ahead. Anyways, getting into it. First things first, they tell you they're going to find your purpose. They give you this whole motivational text or speech when they talk to you like, so, what's your purpose in life? Like, what are you trying to do? My purpose is to help create schools in some Indonesian country. It's been my dream. What's your goal, man? They try to hit you in the feels. That's the first part. They get emotional with you. They want you to feel like they are genuine, and they want you to feel like you're also a genuine person. So you have that connection going on. So, hey, I'm a good guy, and you're a good guy, so we're going to work things out together. It's amazing. It's like a connection made in heaven. This is all fake. It's basically like any politician telling you what you want to hear, but not really getting down to the meat. So to, observe that, you can find this in text when I just said, typing stuff out, saying how much they love the world and they just want to quit their 9-to-5 to help the world. Or if they're speaking to you and talking to you at all, and you happen to hear audibly, if they're just constantly talking about how they want to get back and help their family and stuff like that, it's just generic. Just pass it off, just brush by, because anyone can tell you that. A very genuine person won't belabor a point of how much they want to help out the world. They'll just do it and just say it on the side instead of making that their personality. Like, oh, I want to help out people. Yeah, do you like to help out people? I love helping out people. This is why I'm getting you involved, because I love helping people. Enough. Too much. I don't believe it. Scrolling on down, they ridicule their 9-to-5, or they have something to say about 9-to-5s. And if you happen to watch a couple of videos on this channel, I don't have a problem with 9-to-5s. In fact, it's literally made for people to make a living for themselves, so that way you can enjoy life. But they'll be quick to shut that down and tell you, hey, doing a 9-to-5 is horrible. You should never do it. It's a problem. No, don't do it. Are you insane? Why would you consider it? But to be honest with you, the people that are telling you that already have a 9-to-5. It may not be 9-to-5 with Coca-Cola, but it's 9-to-5 with their mentors. Or here's a little advice I like to give. If they're ridiculing you on the 9-to-5 and they're telling you that they quit their 9-to-5 or anything like that, they've done this. If they have a portfolio, a LinkedIn, which most of them do, Instagram account or anything like that, ask what was their previous position and if they're currently still at the position. Because if they are, then they're using their 9-to-5 as leverage to support their new endeavors, which is recruiting you, and they're using that to funnel that income into it. And you kind of got to weigh those options and go, well, if you hate your 9-to-5, then why are you doing your 9-to-5? Because you need a 9-to-5. And if you're smart, you will maximize how much you can get out of the 9-to-5. Have time, like PTO, whatever, set that aside to do what you want. Because many people think they can't do what they want within that 1 day, 2 day period they're off from work. But if you plan it and tell yourself, I'm going to go to bed early so I can wake up super early in the morning to go to the beach, the mountains, play the guitar, go drive a car that I rented off at Turo. You can do these things. It's called planning, people. Just plan ahead. Third, portrait shots. business suit. They look too good. They look too clean, too kept. Now, this is not a problem because this is what they do. They try to make you feel like they know what they're doing because, I know all about business if I'm dressed in a business suit, right? It's all about that visualization. A lot of people fall for this because, hey, that's what we do as humans. We see, like imagine if, like, your personal trainer, right, was to give you personal training advice, and they were just, like, a big fat slob. And you're like, not going to believe this guy. So that's why we do that. So that's why they dress a certain way. Not saying all of them are fake that dress this way, but they'll use this as leverage to get you to be more trustworthy with them. And honestly, just like the first one with finding your passion, just scrape this aside and just be like, nah, I'm not buying it just because you wear a business suit. What am I, 5? Yeah, he's in a business suit. He can tell me about business. Come on, guys. Be better than that. Scrolling on down to another one. This one, I don't know why they continue to put this one on there, but they like Gary Vee, Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, anybody that happens to be an entrepreneur or rich or name brand person that you can find at the time, especially Gary Vee. They love talking about him. And again, there's nothing wrong with liking those people, but it's kind of obvious that you're using these guys as your connection to that person you're talking to, which is you in this situation. They're like, hey, if you want passive income and own your own business and be financially stable, you probably ran into Gary V's and stuff like that, right? So if you have, they're going to use that as a connection tool. Like, oh, you like helping people? I like helping people. You like Gary Vee? I like Gary Vee. We should, network, man. We should get on a call. Which brings me to my next point. When they're talking to you and they eventually get down to what they really want to do is recruit you, they'll eventually ask you to get on a Zoom call or a Hangout call, a Skype call, but usually it's going to be Zoom. And they'll do that to give you an hour speech of connecting with you, to get to know you a little bit better. A little bit of advice for the recruiters out there. To get to know somebody, you can do that via email and chat. You do not need to Zoom call somebody. It's still virtual. You'll still hear the same nonsense you heard via text. If you ask me how my day is going, I'm going to say the same thing in Zoom call as well as text. It's pointless. Stop doing that. It's wasting people's time. And for the guys that's listening in that aren't recruiters, yeah, don't fall for this. If they give you a Zoom call after like a 3-minute conversation they have with you or back and forth, whatever, and eventually gets to a Zoom call, you already know they're about to sell you on something. Because if you're meeting someone for the first time, they're trying to be friends or anything like that, no one wants to do a Zoom call with you. And even if they're not doing the Zoom call, they're going to meet with you in person. Right now, they're not because of COVID, but even then, they're going to meet with you in person. And when they do so, they're going to be like, yeah, man, I can't wait to connect with you. I'm going to get my mentors on the phone, and we're going to, see if we schedule for a Zoom call. If they ever do that, just run away, dude. Like, honestly, that's like the biggest giveaway. If they just try to get you in a Zoom call to educate you for an hour, it's just wasting your time. It honestly is. So don't even worry about it. Just get out of the way. Don't even consider it, man. Just get up out of there. And last, and most importantly, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. They love this book. It's like their Bible. They'll literally give you this book to either read, look it up, or whatever. Because you know why? They use this as a way to gauge whether or not you're interested in that. Because if you're a fan of these motivational speakers like Robert Kiyosaki, then they already know, just like Google, like you're into this kind of thing. They want you to know how into it you are. And if they convince you, that means they have a chance of convincing you. If you say, no, you never read it, and then you read it, and they're like, yo, don't tell me what you think. And you say, oh, man, I liked it. It was very inspirational, blah, blah, blah. Then, bam, look at that. They just educated you, and now you're more a part of them. And then now that you're more a part of them, guess what they're going to do? Trying to get you to do the thing they want you to do. And now that they got you, they're going to get you in that Zoom call. Just avoid those, please. Please avoid those Zoom calls. You're wasting your time. It's just an hour of nonsense. The only last advice I can really give is if they ever get in contact with you, ever, and they say, me and my mentors create these businesses and stuff, ask what businesses do they run. If they say multiple businesses, leave. Because any business owner will tell you verbatim what they do. Restaurant owner, I make crepes for my business. I'm a logistics guy, dispatcher. I dispatch for cruise liners. I work with airlines and this stuff with this, blah, blah, blah. There is no entrepreneur that cannot sit there and tell you what they do not do. They have to. I mean, it's not even like by law that I'm not supposed to tell. No. They don't work with high agency governments. All they do is run multiple different businesses. So tell me, what are they? If they can't name them, then move on. You got to press these people, dude. They'll talk to you for an hour, kind of like what I'm doing, but I'm trying to finish up. But They'll talk to you for an hour, try to convince you on such a long-winded thing of like, hey, you should join up. You should, I'm going to get you in contact with my mentors. They're going to help you and everything like that. And we're going to get started because at the end of the day, you're never going to meet these mentors. In fact, the person you're talking to is going to be your new mentor. And you're going to say the same thing to the next guy. So save yourself the trouble and do these 3 things. 1, get a skill, a really high-level skill that pays over $100,000 a year if you really want that cash. Yeah, it's a lot of work, a lot of hours, and a lot of responsibility, but like I said, you can plan. 2, get that career with that high-level skill. You can get a skill that can get into many different career fields. So get that skill, then get the career, and you can pay it off. And then 3, if your skill is so great that you don't need a career and you can make a business out of it, then make a business, work with people, construct something, make something that, everyone needs in your community. And you'll be set. That's the most basic way to get more money in your pocket. Just betting it on SoundCloud isn't going to make anything better. So I think you guys get the drill. Please do not fall for it. And if you do see it, let me know. I'll immediately sniff them out and you'll be okay. Avoid the Zoom calls.